It's week 2 of the NFL, and this one features the Ravens, reigning league MVP. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Ravens and the Broncos under the lights on Monday night.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
They'll keep it on the ground. Nash, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Daniels looking to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. The Broncos send out their punter now. They'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. But you look at this Bronco defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And the last drive, their first drive, 3-and-out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses. Without
a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 8. Up the middle they go. It's Nash. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards. To throw is Daniels. He shakes him off, eluding the pressure right. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now a handoff up the middle. Sherwood. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. to the air goes Daniels. He's good. And it's a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. They'll look to throw now on first down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
At the 17-yard line.
He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
He's going to take another shot here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Ravens send their punter out now, standing just outside his own goal line. That's taken at around the 40. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Throwing now is Daniels. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The numbers for him from a week ago. Now you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw it right there. They want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
Now a give, right side. Nash pushing through the contact. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Holding offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. Up the middle they go. It's Nash on a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Now Daniels. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw here is incomplete. Number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with him on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held him to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Young. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Wide open receiver complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. So his great start to the season continues. He found the end zone time after time in the opener last week, and he does it again here in week 2.
And, Brandon, we have a lot of coaches sell us week to week that there is no momentum, there is no carryover. Every game is its own entity. But after what we saw him do last week and now punching one in here, I'm starting to think that there is a carryover, and he's feeling it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
First down.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They'll keep it on the ground. Posey. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they score in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the...
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it as we resume action. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Slot man moves right. They'll run on first down. Sherwood. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6.
Here's Daniels. Got his open man. It's Carr. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Looking to throw. Daniels. He finds his man. Complete. That's Nash. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play.
Ball on the 27. Here's second down and 2.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Second and 2. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 17-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Nash, and he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
They work now on second and 9.
He finds his man. Complete. It's Carr. After the broken tackle, couldn't get free for much space. Taken down right at the 10. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Come on.
Now they'll run on the draw. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. That one goes for 8 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Ravens offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
From the 46, here's a 2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. Posey, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
Let's go now.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
Alert! Alert!
On first down, Sherwood. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
70.
Working out of the gun, Daniels.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete.
And he will have a Broncos first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Back to throw. Daniels. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Let's go now.
They'll try the left side. It's Nash. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd.
By forcing back-to-back incompletions, they know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And this is turning out to be something to monitor as this game goes along. That's now 3 touchdown catches for him here in this first half alone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Come on. Hey.
Operating from the gun. Daniels over the middle, complete. That's Franklin. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Joseph. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Reload.
Play action. Now it's Daniels.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Get it? Hey. Oh, not right.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's in for... On the final play of the first half, the prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a...
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39, so solid starting field position.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Here we go, sack.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Here we go. Ready?
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to go up top again. It's caught inside the 25. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Gray is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
So this drive spans 7 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the 2nd half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
To the air goes Daniels.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Let's go now.
Daniels looking to throw. A throw out wide going to be incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
It's a 39. Three on the return,
and they will take over 1st and 10. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
On play action, they'll throw.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Incomplete on the deep ball. Result of the play. Turnover on down.
Throwing now is Daniels.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Ravens will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20.
52 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. This now a 3rd and 4.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field.
And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
To throw is Daniels.
Rolling to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken around the 12. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They were winners a week ago against Buffalo, and they lead here with a 1st and 10. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he's to the 21-yard line.
Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Come on.
Now Daniels. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to try and go deep again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
And now they'll shift things around.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let it go again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Get up. Roll. Go.
Now a give right side. Nash. And he stopped immediately there. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. 3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Here we go.
They go play action. Daniels.
He's got it at the 15. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Let's go.
Here's Daniels.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
So since that last play got nothing, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty, and that forces a 4th down situation.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Operating from the gun, Farley. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Check. Alert. No.
Throw left side complete. That's Carr. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down. Up the middle they go. Sherwood. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On third down, it's Nash. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carr. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it second down. Now, he'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there.
Looking to throw. Farley. Trying to lay one up deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Operating from the gun. Farley. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big.
He's got a man complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Back to throw again. And that is in.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and run for it. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
But now he appears to be in some pain. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. Up the middle they go. Posey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Denver's offense ready to go again. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead.
There he goes, right side. Down to the 10, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A big play there, 70 yards.
And the Broncos get a small... revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll keep it on the ground. Posey, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Now this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
And he gets it inside the...
That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Let's go now. Panther 11, Panther 11.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Touchdown! A 9-yard...
ground. And the Ravens have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Go! Hey, check that.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. And now here's another interception. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown.
What impressive performance just became a little bit more impressive here as they add yet another score to the ledger late in the fourth quarter.
And not much has stopped them at any point in this game, partner. This is just an old-fashioned blowout right here. They probably could put the brakes on themselves, but they elected not to and played this one all the way out.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
He'll get that complete to Franklin.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
3rd and 2.
Back to throw. Daniels.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Working out of the gun, Daniels.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
2nd and 5.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 18. One final shot. They'll look to throw. It is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for Baltimore, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.